Hey guys, Brad from simpleguitar.com here, and welcome back to the Total Beginners series of videos. These videos are meant to get you off the ground with zero experience or any idea of what to do when you're starting out playing guitar. You know, you could have no experience with guitar, no experience with music, and that's what these videos are aimed at helping you, is coming from absolute zero to be able to start playing guitar and answer some of the earliest, most basic questions. Now, also, I have a free gift for you. It's at my website, simpleguitar.com. If you go there, you can download the top 10 things to learn on guitar first, and it's a free guide. All you have to do is go to the website, put in your email, and you download that guide for free. It is aimed at helping you be able to get the most bang for your buck when you're starting out playing guitar, so that you can go from feeling like a total beginner to feeling like a confident guitar player that can impress your friends. And I mean like tonight, like the stuff that's in there, you can start using it tonight and start impressing your friends right away. So today what we are going to talk about is the guitar pick. I do stuff with a pick most of the time. I do play with my fingers as well, but today we're going to be talking about how you hold your guitar pick, because how you hold your guitar pick is going to be important to get right, and it's one of the most basic fundamental things that I see a lot of people get wrong, and that's okay. Today we're gonna fix that. Okay guys, so here we are zoomed in so that you can see a little bit more from my perspective, and this is how I like to hold my pick. Now there's lots of people that hold their picks different ways, and that's okay. There's just a few rules that you wanna keep in mind when you are holding your pick. Number one, you wanna make sure that the pick doesn't move in your fingers, okay? You want to make sure that as you're playing, that the pick is not moving around and changing where you're holding it, okay? The second thing that you want to keep in mind is that the motion that you're making is not with your fingers, okay? You don't want to be doing your picking with your fingers. You're going to have more control if your picking motion is coming from your wrist primarily. Okay, and I showed you this in another video, but just real quick, if you flip over the back of your guitar or put your hand on a flat surface and put your wrist down and then put your pick down, your hand can only move back and forth in this direction. And that is what you want your picking motion to look like, okay? So your picking motion comes from your wrist, you're not using your fingers, and also the pick shouldn't move around, okay? The other thing is your hand and your fingers should not accidentally hit the strings. So you got to make sure that the way that you're holding the pick, you're not accidentally hitting strings with your thumb or other fingers or things that you don't want to have happen. There are times when you do want that to happen, but not all the time. So when you're holding your pick, this is the easiest way that I have found to do it. One, I like to hold my finger like this, okay? My first finger, and I put my pick kind of on the side of my first finger, and then my pick is pointing towards the guitar. The pointy end is pointing towards the guitar. But I also want to make sure that that's what it looks like on the other side, okay? So I flip that over, and then you take your thumb and you put your thumb on top of the pick. But here's the trick. I'm trying to make sure that my thumb, first of all, isn't hanging over a lot, because when I hold my pick this way, that can cause problems. I know some guys who can play that way. I just can't, and I have found for a lot of students this is easier to do. So I move my thumb back, and I'm kind of holding this inside edge of the pick and keep my thumb from going over, so it looks like this, okay? And you're also holding in the middle, so I have a good amount of pick down here that I can use, but I'm not holding it way back here. If I hold it way back here, then as I hit the string, the pick will wiggle like that, okay? And it'll move before my hand does, so I lose control. So holding it this way, what you're gonna do is then when you're playing on the guitar, then when you have your pick like this and you're playing the guitar, what happens is this edge of the pick, the outside edge, is gonna hit the string as I pick down, again, using my wrist to pick down. And then when I come up, when I pick up, the inside edge is gonna hit it. Okay? Now, this, for me, has been the easiest way to hold my pick. So I've got it like this. And that gives me a lot of control, and I can do whatever I need to do. I can pick, I can play stuff. And I have all the control that I need. And then I make sure that my picking motion comes from my wrist. And if you do this, it's gonna make your life easier. So that's how I like to hold my pick. I hope that that makes things easier for you. It's helped a lot of my students throughout the years. So remember the key things. 1, make sure that you are not letting the pick move around in your fingers while you're playing. That's key. Make sure that the picking motion is not coming from your fingers. Make sure it's coming from your wrist, and also that your hand or anything is not hitting the strings by accident. You want to have control of your pick, and holding your pick this way with it resting on top of your first finger and with your thumb kind of holding the inside edge of the pick and not hanging over. This will give you a lot of control over your pick, whether you're strumming, whether you're picking notes, it doesn't matter, and it should make your life easier. Now, I do understand, though, different people hold their picks different ways. I know Eddie Van Halen, he holds his pick with his second finger, and there's other people that hold their pick with their thumb hanging over. There's lots of stuff, different ways to hold the pick. This is just what has worked for me in the past and what has helped a lot of my students. So whether you use it or not, I hope that this helps you figure out how you can best hold your pick, and hope that it answers any questions that you might have. And if you haven't already gone to the website at simpleguitar.com to pick up your free guide on the top 10 things to learn on guitar first, go there, download that guide, go through it. That stuff will get you the most bang for your buck so that you can be playing and impressing your friends tonight, even if you wanted to. The stuff in there is so good, and it's totally free for you. But that's it today, guys. That's how you hold a pick, and I'll see you guys in the next video.